And if you don't know, now you know. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here at Brick on York. Since 2015, this award-winning open kitchen with wood-fired menu has been honoring the past and bringing the passion to every aspect of the folks here in the neighborhood. I'm here with Travis. Thanks for joining us here. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You're a guy who enjoys some travel, enjoys a glass of wine. Basically, old world concepts meeting new world concepts combined nicely here. Tell me how this got started for you.
It started for me probably about 13 years ago when I was in medical sales, and I managed Wine Country, Napa Valley, Willamette, Oregon, Walla Walla, Washington, and I would take my clients out to nice dinners, and I began learning about wine, actually tasting on the vineyards, meeting the winemakers, and I felt deeply passionate about it.
Excellent. I mean, the first thing I noticed when I walk up tonight is pretty open feeling you have here. Nice open patio, open windows here. You even got an open kitchen out back. Does that pretty much match the personality of the atmosphere you're trying to create here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that transparency is good, especially when it comes to food and wine. It also allows the whole room to be a part of the community here. For my cooks, interacting with the guests in the kitchen, whether we're making pizzas or handmade pastas, to the bartenders that are doing craft cocktails, presentation, openness, and then of course the stage. So those are really the three pillars of Brick: wine, food, and music.
Absolutely. I mean, I introduced you as the owner, but I understand there might be a co-owner here in our midst, somebody who has a pretty important position. I believe the last name or middle name is Mario. Tell me about the oven that makes all this possible, which I would say is your co-owner.
The Acunto Mario is an oven that I imported from Italy. It's a wood-fired oven. It is traditional, and I think that's what you referred to when the old meets the new, is that, we're using traditional style cooking, rustic cooking in our kitchen. We really don't have any, grease in our kitchen. There's no fryers. It's salads. It's, fresh products, hand-pulled mozzarella, at times handmade pastas, and we make our own dough in-house as well. But the Acunto Mario is my sidekick.
Excellent. Let's start off first of all with a wood-fired pizza. Wood-fired pizza, is that old world concept, and why do you think that just creates a better taste in pizza?
Well, wood-fired pizza first started out in Italy. Romans introduced it in Naples, Italy. And, this is the tradition, the way that pizza was supposed to be made. It was originally this way. Back in the old days, it used to start with, just using the dough, maybe a crust, maybe some tomato sauce for the pour, and middle class might get cheese and the upper class might get some actual toppings. So, it really started out with the fire, and that was the original pizzas that were made.
That is fantastic. A lot of the viewers out there, they may have heard of Neapolitan ice cream before, but I don't know, some of them might not know what Neapolitan pizza is. Why don't you educate them for me?
Well, I've never put pistachios or cherries on my pizza before, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Neapolitan pizza, is really just the birthplace of pizza in Naples, Italy. I believe the margherita pizza came from Queen Margherita visiting Naples, Italy for the first time, and the colors of the Italian flag were actually the colors on the margherita pizza, and named after, of course, Queen Margherita.
That sounds delicious. Basically, as I look at the menu, I look at the chalkboard creations up there on the wall. Obviously, the oven there isn't limited just to pizza. Tell me, what are some of the meats that basically you're able to provide here as well?
Just recently, I did an ossobuco in our oven using the actual cast iron pots. We also have wood-fired plates that we can put in there that are also cast iron, and I can sear a really good steak at about between 750 and 900 degrees, and I do a steak Florentine.
You have a thing on there which is, I believe it's a brick-by-brick options that you can pretty much add. What is that, meats and cheese as well, or just one?
So with the brick-by-brick options, we use very high-quality ingredients on our pizzas. Yellow roasted tomatoes, artichoke hearts, could be burrata. But any of these brick-by-brick options can be actually used on any of our creations. So anybody that wants to customize, for example, a brunch skillet, they could add artichoke hearts to yellow roasted tomatoes, habanero tender belly bacon, fennel sausage, and those are just some of the examples. But the brick-by-bricks can be offered anywhere. Truffle oil is included too.
Absolutely. I love a place that doesn't make me choose between my pizza or my pasta. Tell me, if a guy wanted to come in here and try some good pasta, what would you recommend for him?
Well, one of our newest additions is the white clam pasta, and we start with actually just using some garlic butter, garlic and butter, excuse me, and then we'll put a little bit of white wine in there just to deglaze the pan, and then we'll add fresh basil, white clams, a little bit of clam sauce to it, and pecorino and pasta, and it's a beautiful dish.
Wonderful. Pasta is great. You got mac and cheese. You got the staple of Italian, which is spaghetti. Do people seem to gravitate to one or the other, or do you see them kind of moving around the menu the more they come in?
I would say the majority of people that come in really do enjoy getting a charcuterie plate to start. They usually end up with a pizza. It's what we're known for. The wood-fired oven is, some of the best pizzas in Denver. We rated top 10. Best wine bar by a couple different establishments. But definitely if you're going to come in, have a charcuterie plate, a pizza, and a glass of wine. It'll all complement each other very well.
We spoke about Neapolitan being the cheeses there that make the pizza, but we got to touch on a few of these toppings that you have. Maple bacon topping, names like Diablo, Zombie. You've even got a pizza that is named after Colfax, I understand. Tell me a little bit about those as well.
Well, our pizzas are, because we're fusing old world and new world together, we're using very traditional ingredients, but we are, doing a new combination. Colfax Green is, just using our vegetables on top of, actually we start with olive oil and garlic, and then from there we build it with Calabria chilies, roasted artichoke hearts, usually asparagus, green bell peppers, and caramelized onion. Pesto Zombie starts with a pesto sauce. We build in chicken, roasted garlic, yellow roasted tomatoes, and there's no cheese on that one. Any of our pizzas can be gluten-free, but we really just try to, intertwine the culture of Colfax into the fabric of brick as well. Just as much as we're a part of this community, the community has made its imprint on us as well.
Quite a bit of food you're offering here on the corner of basically York and Colfax. You got some small bites like deviled eggs, which seem to be pretty tasty, all the way to some light salads. Pretty much like you mentioned earlier, fresh is the most important aspect when it comes to the food here, I imagine.
Before I opened this business, I traveled the world, and one of my favorite things about traveling, especially to old world like Italy, France, Spain, is just the gravitation towards using, fresh ingredients from the earth, incorporating that into the meals. And that's exactly how we cook here. It's from scratch. It's using local produce when possible, organic produce when possible, antibiotic-free, cage-free chicken eggs. The bacon that we use is tender belly. And then, of course, on the wine side, we're really looking for wines that describe the right region. I'm a level 2 som. I also have Monica, who's a level 3 som here and also an instructor at the Wine Guild. But we try to be very correct about the ingredients and the wines, and making sure that we're from the right region, and that everything pairs together very nice. So there's a little bit of history in everything we do.
Absolutely. You mentioned earlier that basically becoming the fabric of the community here. We could talk food all day. Obviously, you have some great stuff on the menu, but really the Brick experience is really about atmosphere. I mean, I know a lot of places that bring in live local music every once in a while. Based on your itinerary, what you brought in here just in the past months here, I'd say this pretty much qualifies as a venue. Why is live music important to you?
You know, there's some central themes that I noticed when I traveled, and that is food, wine, and music. It doesn't matter what your nationality is, your race, your religion. It's just something that unifies all, and that's something that we've incorporated at Brick. We do live music every night: jazz, flamenco, rock, reggae, hip hop, EDM. You name it, we do it here at Brick. So just take a look at our calendar or www.brick.bar, and you'll get a list of a lineup of the musicians that are coming in.
That is fantastic. It's a love affair of food, wine, and music happening right here on the corner of Colfax here, a great place. You did mention you're a great lover of wine. You've got a basically Wine Down Wednesdays, I understand.
Wine Down Wednesday.
What happens there? It sounds like it's a big event here.
So we do a Wine Down Wednesday, which is focused on education around wine, really. It's our chance to kind of flex our muscles, our wine knowledge, if you will. And in return, we also give half off selected bottles of wine during happy hour. Any wine that's over $10 is half off. So you can get your hands on a Prisoner for $10 on those days.
Excellent. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, first of all, take a look at the menu. Obviously, this is a menu that is growing all the time. Pretty much you got creations hitting the chalkboard there. You never know what they're going to be putting inside of the oven there as well. Check them out on Facebook, though. That's pretty much where they keep you apprised of any specials they've got going on, any events happening, as well as live music out here as well. I mean, your organization here, pretty new organization. We're talking about 2 years here, yet within a short period of time, you've gotten the attention of the Best of Denver, quite a few different areas. Is that pretty rewarding for you, knowing you're pretty much bringing, the experience of your travel to the people right here in Denver?
Yes, it's very rewarding to be acknowledged by the community. I'm pouring my passion into this place. I built this place with my bare hands. It started out on flying around on airplanes to just having an idea to actually, traveling to these different regions. And through all my travels, I was always sharing the wine that I bring back from Argentina or Spain or Italy with my friends, doing dinners. And then now it's just really, it's a microphone for me to be able to spread that to a wider audience and show Colfax, what another culture offers.
Absolutely. Last time, viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their contact information right there. Come down, check them out. You got parking in the back right there. You want to come out on a nice summer evening, check it out. Here in Colorado, the temperature drops a little bit. We're already outside having a great time. The windows are open. Live music, local musicians, a great menu. Basically, you're going to find something for everybody here. Even breakfast. You can check out some brunch they're starting to serve now on the weekends. Check them out as well. Once again, that is Brick on York since 2015, serving it up right here in Denver, Colorado. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're on location with True Blue Construction. Since 2011, they have been providing remodeling, renovation, restoration from the roof down for folks here in South Denver all the way down to Castle Rock. I'm here with the president and the team. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. Basically, 2011, you began the company here, yet it was 30 years you have brought to the construction industry. You're one of the biggest and the best in the trim company. Share with me a little bit how this all got started with you.
So what happened 6 years ago, I started the company as a handyman. It was only me, and then it just kind of grew. And because of my past experience, I was able to grow it to the point I'm at now. I have probably 25 to 30 subcontractors, 5 full-time guys. We run 200 jobs a year.
This is actually a family business. We're talking about a team that comes in. I mean, for a consumer, from the standpoint of a consumer, we see a finished product or the final result. We don't realize that really a team of professionals has taken place here. Is that important to you to provide that convenience for really a one call?
Yes, it is. And also, like on this house, there was days we had 15 people in this house: drywallers, painters, plumbers, electricians, and we're all friends. And it is a team. It takes a team to do something like this.
Excellent. Let me ask you, how important is it on the front end to really be able to sit down with someone from the initial concept all the way to the final construction and put together a plan for them and make sure that you can control the details?
I think that it's very important that the client is always involved, that we're here to listen to what they want to have happen and to see it all the way through. As he said, we have plenty of people here with a ton of eyes on the project through the whole process to make sure that the client is getting exactly what they want.
Speaking of eyes, let me ask you this, Deb. Many times people want to change. We look through some great magazines, get some great ideas. A lot of times we need our hand held a little bit. Tell me how a designer kind of is able to bridge that gap, if you will.
Well, you really need to spend some time with the client and really know what their past experience has been, what they're looking for, and really listen. And be okay with some things you're like, I don't like that. Okay, well, let's communicate about that and make it, get to a place where they're comfortable. And then the other thing as a designer is you always want to push your client to be trend forward, not remodel a beautiful home and all of a sudden they're a bit dated. So I pride myself in pushing them a little bit maybe out of their comfort zone, so that in a year they're like, what was I thinking? So that's really important in design.
Not only that, but it saves money to do it right the first time. Absolutely. I mean, quite honestly, as a homeowner, I come in with some crazy ideas and then I realize, wait a minute, it's costly. If I have to go back in and redo that again, is that something that basically you see from time to time?
I think we absolutely see that. I think that sometimes I even want certain design and I look back and I'm like, oh, not so much. So yes, that's why a designer is so vital to this piece, is because we want the client to be happy. We want them to see where the trends are moving, what they like, and how we can intermix that.
Speaking of eyes on the project, I mean, you've been in the industry for some time. You've worked alongside many professionals. You are able to handpick the people that you work with. Share with me, what is it you're looking for?
I'm looking for someone who can show up on time, be a quality professional, and get the job done for a fair price.
A fair price. I mean, basically, when you say a complete remodel, I mean, what you're doing is you're basically handing somebody almost a brand new home. Yet it's the same home that they were used to before, same location. Is remodeling something that is cost effective for adding value to your home?
It can be, yes.
Let me ask you this. We've got some of the team here that actually helped you. One of the areas is the kitchen, which really is the hub of the home, if you will. Share with me what the client had in mind with the one we're sitting in now.
Well, when we first initially sat down and interviewed each other, he was showing me like a clean, fresh, new look that's trend forward, and we had to keep in mind that he has 2 young boys, and so we needed to keep it kid friendly. And we did have to work with the parameters we had and give him that nice, fresh look. And we actually did keep the cabinets, but we gave him a fresh new paint look.
When you talk about a complete remodel, I mean, if somebody wants to come in and do a complete gut out, you're able to do that. Everything from the floor to the drywall, basically electricity or plumbing that's needed inside, all the way up to the ceiling, light fixtures. Is it a team that comes together? And how many projects do you have going on in a particular month?
Right now I've got 5 going on, so I can do probably in the summertime 10 jobs at once.
One of the things that I notice is the fact that a kitchen anymore, it's no longer just functional. I mean, these are beautiful kitchens that are functional at the same time. We're talking about cabinetry as well as countertops, backsplashes. Share with me a little bit of the professionals, what they're able to do in a kitchen like this.
A kitchen is the heart of the home, so you want to come in and make sure it's livable and functional. So everything from redoing the floors to the cabinets, new sinks, changing countertops, the team all comes together to provide the client with exactly what they want.
They basically say the devil's in the details. Let me ask you, by being able to really have a control over quite a few moving pieces, do you feel this is really what sets you apart, is being able to make sure the details are done, but not only done, but done right?
I'm on site every day, so I make sure the homeowner's happy, I make sure the designer's happy, and I make sure my guys do exactly what they're supposed to do.
You mentioned before that basically the kitchen is the hub of the home. Yet I start my day in my bathroom, I end my day in my bathroom. Are master bathrooms something that people are really starting to trick out, if you will?
I think so. The master bathroom is a beautiful escape, if you will. And so I think a lot of people use that to relax, to unwind, as well as get ready. So you want that to be a place that makes you feel good. It starts your day, and as you said, it ends your day.
Absolutely. As we all know, it's nice to be proud of your home, a place where you hang out with family, friends. Yet, as we know, the outside of our home, everyone sees that. When somebody wants to add some curb appeal to their home, is the exterior something that you are able to specialize in as well?
Yes, in this case, we painted the outside of this house. We work closely with landscapers as well. We do pergolas, water features, fire pits, walkways.
I mean, we live in Colorado. During the winter time, it gets a little cold. We're shut in. The minute the sun comes out, we get outside. I mean, are people spending more time on their back decks, spending time on their front porches, covered patios? Is this really kind of an extension of our home?
I think so. We live outdoors. That's what Colorado is about. And so it's important to bring your home outside and the outside inside. So we try to create spaces where it's livable every piece of your property.
I see some homes outside that really are kind of escape for people as well. We're talking about, like you say, fire pits. Are you able to work with landscapers, making sure that everything works smoothly as well as convenient for the homeowner?
That's something that's very important to us, is to team up with other contractors to make sure that the house is livable inside and outside. So we do have a team that comes in, will completely illustrate your backyard for you and to show you what your outside can look like. So again, fire pits, water features, places for the kids to play, it all plays a part in making the house a home.
Wonderful. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, take a look at the reviews on there. Across the board, you got great reviews out there. This is a company that began in 2011. We've got a gentleman that brought a team together, 30 years of his own combined experience, probably hundreds of years of experience, able to come out and do complete renovations for your home, be it exterior or interior, completely renovating the home that you live in right now. Let me ask you this. How does it begin for them? Is this a consultation that takes place over the phone, or does this takes place at the home?
This is something that it's important to meet in your space. So we do like to come out to talk you through the process, to give you expectations of a timeline, because that is something that is very important. So we do come in, we meet with you, bring in other designers and people that are going to make your house a home. So that is something that we do suggest that you call to schedule.
Quite a few moving pieces. You're talking about quality workmanship, quality materials, yet at the same time making sure you're on a timeline and also comes in on budget. Is that important for you, knowing that everything is up front so the folks understand what's coming at them?
Being transparent is a very big deal to us. We want the client to feel comfortable from the beginning to the end. And so our transparency in terms of designing the product that you want and then the finished product, as well as the price and the budget, is very important to us.
Let me ask you, your family really has grown up in the construction business. I mean, this is a family-based, faith-based company. You all are taking care of the details, if you will. Has this been rewarding for you, going beyond the trim?
It has been. It's been fun to start this company and grow it to the point it's at now. I look forward to even becoming larger.
Excellent. Viewers, last time, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. Once again, their contact information is right there. Give them a call. You can check out their Facebook page as well. Many times posting up projects. We've been showing you some great before and afters on the screen the whole time. But basically, it's as simple as setting up a consultation. This company began back in 2011. That is True Blue Construction. This is Gary Atensu with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.